23 go. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. This is Uncensored Whiskey Views. Uncensored Whiskey Views.
One of those. Something like that.
I'm your host, Kelly Sparks, aka Redbeard, back here with our co-host, Wes, and we also have Chance with us today.
What's up, guys?
Chance is giving us a handy.
Kind of.
Yeah. The Thomas H. handy.
He said he was inspired by our bottle kill video, so he brought us one to kill today. While we fill up this thing, I'm gonna let you explain this because you ordered it. So.
All right, so this is this company's called Fusion Barrel Works, and they recognized that a lot of people, when they were doing their secondary aging or in certain climates, were aging things too fast and not getting the flavors they wanted out of the product. So what they came up with was a stainless steel container, which is what all distilleries use to like stop the aging of a product. They'll vat it, put it in a stainless steel container, and it'll stop it.
Which is what Heaven Hill did on this last
With the VVS 13 Old Fits, yeah. So you have a 90% stainless steel container, and then you have a cap that you can order specifically the way you want, toast and char level. So the thought or the theory here is that it slows down the aging, less barrel influence, and it should, in Texas, with our climate, end up with a better product because we tend to age things very fast here.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can slow down the aging and maybe get some of that toast and char level in here, we're hoping it's going to turn out good, and our test subject is going to be our good benchmark foolproof 125 entry proof.
I mean, I think that's a good starter whiskey.
Oh yeah.
I think hopefully we'll come out 133 to 136 when it's all said and done. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
And the way I ordered this one was a heavy toast and medium char level 3, and a heavy toast on that lid. So that's kind of where we're starting at. And I did go ahead and get a weight on this at my house empty,
Okay.
so that we can weigh it when it's full, and then we can weigh it when it's empty, see what the absorption rate is, that kind of thing, stuff that we haven't been able to do in the past.
Yeah.
And kind of get a little sciencey on it.
Because we can figure out, if we have to wait, we can figure out how much volume we're losing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it'll give us a better idea whether we move forward with this, or move forward with a barrel, or a bigger barrel, or you know what we can do.
Do they make bigger versions of this?
This is currently the biggest one they make.
Okay.
They make smaller versions, like if you wanted to literally age a bottle.
You say 5 liters? Or
2.5 gallon.
2.5 gallons?
Yeah.
Not 5 liters.
And 2.5 gallons is 12.5 fifths,
Yeah.
somewhere around that area.
Shit, yeah.
So, well, that being said, let's pour up some drinks and start.
So we're gonna have to
Yeah.
fill this thing up.
Pop top.
I'll be opening this. Oh, and y'all's video inspired me. We are gonna do another bottle kill on a BTAC
No,
here.
it's your barrel. You gotta pour the first bottle.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's only right. Right? I mean,
I think so.
it's like,
I've learned to lift that funnel up just a little bit, get a little air gap.
It'll make it go right down.
Yeah.
that's how Wes does his butt chugs.
Just get a little air gap in there.
One down.
All right.
Here.
All right.
Over here, over here.
So what we're gonna do in the meantime is we're gonna open this 2020 Thomas Handy and bottle kill it. Do a little BTAC going bye-bye. And one thing I wanted to tell you guys is I learned something about keeping bottles fresh.
Yeah.
And if you have a special bottle you want to keep for a little while, and you've got a lot of air in it, but you want to keep it in the bottle, now of course you can always put it in smaller bottles and take the air out or something like that. But what I learned is an old wine trick. You can actually buy argon gas in a can, spray it in here. Argon waste is heavier than oxygen, so it pushes all the oxygen out, and it's inert. So once you do that, you cap it and you seal it. This should, in theory, stay the same as the day you did it.
Because it removes all the oxygen.
Right. So you can't oxidize it.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Well,
It's simple. It's like 30 seconds. I mean, once you have the materials, you know.
All right.
Or you could order those small.
Yeah, just do the
200
small bottles,
Yeah.
transfer it. Yeah, sometimes you want the label and things
Well,
like
that's the whole
that.
thing. It's like I want it sitting on the shelf.
Right.
When you get a special bottle, there is some ego there. Everybody wants to show off their special bottles.
Kind of proud of it. I mean, it's not like they come along every day, and it's not like they're easy
The
to
amount of
obtain.
work we've had to put in to get them sometimes is a lot. So.
Yeah. But from what I've heard, 2020 Rye or 2020 Thomas Handy was one of the better ones, so that's why I wanted to keep this one. So this one good.
Yeah, you did. Did you just cut yourself?
Nope. Close. Pop. No rotten pork. Oh, it's soft. Ooh. Oh, it's soft. Good.
Break off.
How many spices?
So what is the goal for aging on this one? How long you want to?
So
Less.
I'm gonna pour it into the other two.
Oh, okay.
I saw y'all trying to like measure it out, and I was like, why don't we just pour it into one and then transfer?
Make everything hard.
Well, that's a good, what, 3.5, 4 ounce pour? So I want to definitely test it at the 4-month mark.
What's the proteins?
Now, is that the first time you want to test it?
Oh, we can test it before that, but 4 months seems to be like a happy medium for a lot of people.
If you leave it over here, Wes is going to test it.
I know. Especially with an easy pour spout.
I mean, things.
And then I didn't know if you knew this on BTAC, you can always download from Buffalo Trace website the entire history on your bottle. Yeah. Any BTAC bottle you can do that.
Really?
So that's on Thomas Handy. And I think you'd be interested in it. It tells like temperatures going into the barrel and all kinds of stuff.
That's cool. Stuff that I used to nerd out about.
Yeah, I still nerd out a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just drink it now.
See, this would be cool to have when you first got that bottle.
Mhm.
You could have this in like a little case next to it, type shit.
Well, if you buy a case, or if you're a liquor store and you get a case, you get that letter with it.
Oh,
So if you ever get a bottle, ask for the letter because they
so
usually have it.
the letter itself actually comes with the case.
Mhm.
I'd probably throw that shit away.
Probably.
Big kids.
I think pretty even here.
Yeah, Wes got drunk during that bottle.
I know. Not you at all, right?
No,
I
man,
felt good.
it hit me out of nowhere though. Like I was good, and then we got that third glass, and all of a sudden I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "I gotta."
Nothing like
We were gonna
hard
film
whiskey.
another video, and I was like, "I can't
Yeah.
film another video." I was like, "No."
I think there was quite a bit more there than y'all thought. 'Cause
Well, they look.
yeah.
Oh, they were.
I mean, we
they
were having solid.
They were pours at least this or a little
I mean,
heavy.
like, we were having some solid pours,
An ounce and a half to 2 ounce pours.
and that was already our second video.
Mm.
Man, I got that damn
So this one comes
barrel
in.
wax on my damn fingers. It won't go away.
Yeah, that's the other thing, guys. Is if you do your own barrel experiments, get some barrel wax. It's basically just beeswax or inert wax, and you can seal up some of these edges, and you don't have to like proof this stuff so.
Wear
so
some
much.
gloves so the shit gets in between your fingers and it'll go away.
Yeah. So the Handy 2020
That's
version,
good.
Oh,
129 zero proof.
So, I guess the only one that I haven't tried
Saz.
is a Saz.
Well, you saw my picture. I tried this year's.
Never had.
The 2024 Saz is great.
I mean, I guess that's the one they make the least amount of.
Yes, it's the rarest, and it goes for the highest on secondary.
What's the set? 18 year?
18-year rye.
And I've never, I don't think I've ever seen a bottle of it.
How many bottles did you put out there? 12?
No, I've been 14. How many did you have?
I had 12.
Yeah, 12, so it's 14 bottles.
Okay.
We're about right there.
So one more bottle, and then this is going to be a partial.
We should be able to get fingers and feel where it's at.
I just like that barrel. It doesn't look, it would hold that many bottles, does it?
Mm-mm. Well, any barrel is very deceptive. Especially, I've seen some TikTok videos recently where guys are doing the same experiment. They're filling up barrels, or they're emptying their barrels.
So we got to
And-
hammer this in.
What's that?
We're going to hammer this in.
You tap it.
There's a hammer.
Yeah,
Well, barrels were the mode of transport for everything back in the day. I mean, that was the cardboard box.
Easy to move.
Mhm.
But
right there. So.
but
We're close.
It was super
Very close.
deceptive. The barrel itself probably looked like a 3 or 5 liter barrel, or probably no bigger than this. But they were getting
Want to leave a little room? Or?
6, 8 bottles out of this
Tell me,
fucking thing.
stick your pinky in there, see how far down.
Oh, it's right there.
It's
I
there.
think that's probably it.
Yeah, because that's.
Here
fucking weird, isn't it? Well, this thing's pretty fucking thick, dude. It's
Oh yeah,
thick.
it's
Yeah.
so. I mean, I'd say it's.
Good enough,
Yeah, and if it leaves a little air here, I'm good with that.
good and tight.
Put that in the back, please.
Where's your-
No.
No, that's paper.
Yeah, you got it. Oh my god.
It's thick glass. It's hard to break a bottle.
Famous last words.
God damn it! I got that fucking wax on me again.
It's hard to break a bottle, but it's easy to get wax on it.
Touch the edge of that damn thing. All right.
So, anybody know whether that spout's open or closed? Guess we'll find out real quick.
Hmm.
It's closed now?
That's closed.
Okay.
Well, you can see the holes.
Okay, cool.
Okay. As we turn it over, it starts pouring out.
Yeah.
Oh well, it
Oh, you
shuts.
know what?
You can only turn it one direction. So.
Here, Wes, you want to put a little wax right there?
No, I do not want to put any more damn wax on. Touch that shit.
Yeah. Put it around that bung hole. You ever waxed a bung hole?
I have. Mine once.
Is that enough? Need more lubricant?
I got a little bit.
Put some of that in your beard too. But
Man, I've used wax like this.
And it looks like beard
It
wax.
does look like beard wax. Should be
this is yours, in case you want to use it on your barrels.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll keep it here also for.
Yeah, in case there's a leak.
Yeah,
alright.
we'll fix it up.
Now, do you want to put a date on this?
Yeah. Yeah, or write it, or I guess we can just take a picture or something. No, give us a date.
Yeah. Hmm.
Or is it? It's.
Oh yeah, there's a
Paper.
label on the back.
We
Yeah,
just
you got a
write
pen?
on there. Yeah. I'll find a pen. We'll get a Sharpie in there.
Okay. Now turn it. See how bad it leaks.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to tap that bone hole a little bit.
Is it heavy?
It ain't light.
Yeah, it's not leaking.
Not yet. We'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, just keep an eye on
We'll
it.
let it sit here for an hour or two, and
Is that a
then.
wooden cork or?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's.
wooden bone.
It should expand anyway.
Yeah, and it comes with another bone for your second.
So when you use it
Experiment.
again.
My cornholio. I need TP for my bone hole.
That's really good. Handy.
It's a really good handy.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I don't like is their damn stand. I like my barrels have got the rods one in between, so you just sit it and they're not gonna move.
Yeah.
This one you can knock that off real easy.
Probably make that one.
Yeah, and like anyone else, they charge extra for a block of wood. I was like, really?
Oh, they charge
Yeah. It's like this was like
fucking bastards.
I want to say the barrel was like $52.
Well, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, and then the wood stands were like another $6.
This thing is only $52.
And then you paid for the spout too, right?
Yeah, you can upgrade the spout.
Another $8-10 probably.
Yeah, it was like $10.
So you got like $70 in this.
Yeah, the other spout was wooden, and I didn't trust
Shit,
it.
that's way cheaper than the barrels I was looking
Oh, yeah.
at. I mean, because the barrels were only $300.
Well, and you
For a
can't
5-gallon.
you can't customize your barrel either. You can't decide char and toast level and things like that. And this you can.
No, the only thing I could do off that website I was looking at was the color of it. Like if you want it burned and what color rings you want on it and
Right.
stuff like
I
that.
bet do they do custom like designs?
But no,
of
all of
this?
theirs,
Yeah, they do.
all
Like
those
you can
barrels
put your
are
name
on
on it.
char level 4.
That'd be badass.
That's what they said.
Might have to get me one of these.
Now, what's really cool is they make a smaller one that's like I don't know if you know what a bain marie is, but in the restaurant industry, there's a small metal pan that's called a bain marie, and it basically just holds one bottle, but same process, cap, and they just have like a stick that you pull out or in for the lever.
Yeah.
But one bottle at a time, you could set up 5 experiments at once or whatever you
Yeah.
want to do.
I mean, you could do smaller ones like this and do like the people are infusing all that stuff,
Mhm.
do the infusion stuff with it.
Yeah.
So,
But I'm excited to see how it turns
yeah,
out.
I mean, it's going to be.
I like the thought and the process and the science behind it. Let's just see if
Mhm.
it see if it turns out.
Yeah, I think it's going to work. We'll have to put it on the scale here in a little bit and weigh it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you got what? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and a little bit.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, I guess you can figure that out.
Yeah.
Just what the weight of however many ounces of liquid.
Yeah, but you're gonna have some that goes into the wood, and you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it'd be good to get a base.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
roughly 25 ounces of whiskey
Mm-hmm.
per bottle.
24 point something, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're not gonna get 100%.
Right.
So you probably got an ounce and a half of whiskey
Well,
left.
I'm gonna take these two and I'm gonna stick them in my other barrel and
Okay.
because I just need to add to it because I've experimented a little too much, sampled.
Yeah. What do y'all think about that one?
It's freaking fantastic. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
For a rye, it's super sweet.
And it doesn't drink like 129 proof.
Mm-hmm.
This is the, well, not the first drink of the day, but pretty much the first drink of the day for me.
Yeah.
I mean, we had those two little sips of the other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is kind of the stepchild of the VTAC because you know it's only aged usually 6 to 7
The
years.
redheaded stepchild.
But it's a rye, so I mean, ryes typically aren't aged a super long time.
Yeah, but they have Sazerac, and that's 18 years. When you think VTAC, you think ultra aged, you know.
Yeah, but what's stag? It's 12 years.
12. Yeah.
So I mean,
Some-
that's
some
not
years-
super ultra.
Some years it gets up there, but most times 12.
Yeah, it just runs in. I think that's what I read was anywhere from 11 to 15
Mhm.
basically is where it's
Yeah, it's
going
been
to
a
be.
long time since
GTS or just stag?
George T.
George T.
Yeah, your regular stag I think is 4 to 6.
Yeah.
Stag junior.
Younger.
Mm-hmm.
But
I hate that they took the junior off of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of gay.
Well, you get confused by it, stag and stag. I mean,
Yeah.
it's, you know,
yeah, unless you call it George T. Stag.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's probably what they wanted. They wanted people to start using the full name. But I like the juniors. I think it was what, batch 17 was the last junior?
Yeah.
18 was
Some of them were
something.
good. Some of them would like. They were kind of always kind of like the Bookers. There were some that were great. Some that would just
Yeah.
kill you.
There was a guy that came out that put a flavor spectrum on all stags that were released, and like that upper right quadrant of the flavor spectrum is the one I liked, and the ones down here are the ones I hated the most.
Mhm.
And those are the ones that blow you out like crazy, like the Bookers.
You never knew what you were going to get. So.
Mhm. Yeah.
And the only way to tell which batch it was to look it up by the proof. So then you had to put in work. And
Yeah, now-
I wasn't doing that.
And now they release 3 batches a year,
Yeah.
and sometimes 2 at once. Or they almost released 3 at once this year because 24B, 24C, and 24A is out right now.
Well, it's because, I mean, they increased all that production.
Or
there.
25.
I mean, what'd they say last time they added 3 more stills?
Yeah. At 1 million gallons a day.
Yeah, and added 3 more stills, and then how many fermentation tanks?
I don't know.
Was it? It was like almost 24, I think. 2
They
dozen.
were in process of building 5 rick houses while we were there.
I know. I mean, it's so now
Their capacity is crazy.
but it's kind of going back to. Is that video posted we talked about?
I think so.
Okay.
The downturn.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're fixing to see a downturn. Well, NGP's CEO got let go,
Yeah.
so
You're going to see a slow.
when their sales are down that much,
Mhm.
everyone else's are too.
But I think
Not
they're-
maybe to the extent of theirs, but
yes, but I think they're the canary in the cage because if you go look at a liquor store, 50% of the bottles there are MGP,
oh yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
But everyone's going to be overstocking inventory because they all ramped production.
Yeah.
Well, when you ramp production, it doesn't happen next year.
No.
Yeah.
It's a 4 to 12-year process
Right.
for that.
Right. What
We're fixing to start seeing some, I think, some crazy shit come out, which is
Yeah.
going to be great for us at, I think, decent prices. So we need to move it.
Well, I kind of think the only way that they'll be able to maintain those prices is letting go of some of those older barrels they have.
Absolutely, I think we're going to start seeing, but we're going to start seeing some just crazy off-wall shit.
Yeah.
You think that's why Knob Creek started doing the single barrel selects in the way that they're doing because of overproduction
I think
and then
so.
a drop in.
That's part of it, and then we were talking about this before you got here. I sent you all that label the other day about the barrel proof.
Mhm.
I think personally that barrel proof is going to be reserved for stores, and they're going to allow that 120 proof for individuals. So there's a delineation.
I'm good for either one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
We love the 120 proof Knob Creek 9s. I mean, those are fantastic.
I mean,
And picks are
they're-
even better.
yeah. I mean, they've never had a bad one.
No, they're good juice
I
and
mean, some are always better than others.
still
but-
affordable. But what tells me that they're going to release older stuff is, I mean, how many 16-year products did Beam release this year?
Well, there's one.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the others?
Oh, the 3 little bottles, the Frankfurt,
Oh,
all
yeah,
that,
Hardens
Hardens
Creek.
Creek.
Those
all-
were 16 plus.
Yeah.
Those were, I think, actually 18 years.
Yeah, I mean, that's older age whiskey. I think they're going to have to let go of some of that.
Delicious.
Yeah. And you know they have stocks of it.
Oh yeah, but they're going to get overstocked at some point.
Yeah.
And if demand is going down, sales are going down. Now you got to move this shit.
Or you got to be different in the market, and I think older's different.
I think we should start a GoFundMe with a goal to buy 18-year-old barrel of Jim Beam product.
18-year-old Jim Beam. Oh, look at that. It tells you the evaporation rate, and I've look at the second page, and I've looked at some of the Eagle Rare evaporation rates, and Eagle Rare 17, it was like 26% was the only thing left in the barrel on 17 year.
32% of the original whiskey lost to
In 6 years.
Yeah.
So what's an 18-year-old's going to have in it?
Well, what's a 52-gallon barrel?
Yeah, 53
Probably.
years.
Does it
Probably
say when
a
they're aging
third
at
of
the
it?
warehouse though?
Well, yeah, it has something to do with it, but
Because,
because
I mean-
age, you can't get away from age and evaporation.
I know, but bottom floor is going to have the least amount
Yeah.
always, because we've been there middle of, well, you've never been in summertime.
No. I was
Ah.
in the winter and September.
Well, we went in
September.
September, and it was still
Warm.
still warm. But like I've been there in August,
Yeah.
and you go from outside and you walk in any rick house I went in, that temperature dropped.
It's like air conditioning.
It dropped like 30 degrees.
Yeah,
It was like 75 degrees
So-
on the bottom floor, but it'd be 150 on the top.
Yeah.
So what'll happen? There's a sweet spot. Obviously, high is going to evaporate more water, but low is going to evaporate more alcohol. So the proof will potentially drop. You're going to have more liquid in the barrel, but the proof's going to go down because the alcohol is going to go.
Well, I know Buffalo Trace for sure. Any of their old stuff, they're aging on the bottom floor.
Yeah.
Because we saw that. Because we saw barrels of Pappy, Eagle 17,
Wellers.
Weller, all that stuff was aging on the bottom floor.
When didn't you say, was it Maker's Mark or somebody?
They rotate
the
yeah.
barrels.
They're
Which I think
they're
that's
about
a
the
smart
only one
thing.
that still does that.
To maintain consistency. But yeah, but then you have Old Forester that heat cycles their warehouse.
Yeah, they just
So-
keep it
so
the
they
same
make-
temperature year round.
Yeah, they maintain a temperature with steam. Now they don't air condition, but they do heat cycle.
Yeah, but they keep it. They just keep it constantly moving, basically.
Mm-hmm.
They don't let the liquid come inert in the wintertime.
Yeah, and then Jim Beam, they have this super ultra sophisticated system. You know, all their rick houses are like metal clad,
Yeah.
and like when it gets a certain temperature, all the windows open, and then when they maintain the temperature, they all close. All
Yeah,
that.
they have fans going and
Yeah.
all that stuff. So
There's a,
Trying to keep it constant.
Mhm.
I guess that's the easiest way to keep a specific
Consistency.
Yeah,
right?
consistency.
You get a
Makers.
consistent flavor
Yeah.
profile.
yeah, Makers I think it's the only one that still rotates their barrels,
Yeah, yeah.
and they basically stay. They all start on the top floor, then they just move them down ever so many years or months or whatever.
Yeah, and then people get into a lot of, they nerd out about Tier 6 at Four Roses, right? Well, Four Roses warehouses aren't built up; they're built out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they're all single story.
So literally, the difference between Tier 1 and Tier 6 is like 25 feet.
Yeah, because they're just built on different hills.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just elevation.
Yeah.
Well,
Trust me, I had to watch him run up a hill.
yeah,
When y'all were trying to leave?
Yeah, I'm like, run, bitch, run!
yeah. But it also matters whether they're in the rick house for that Tier 2.
Yeah, but I
Or
mean,
the rack.
it's just,
Yeah.
but you're all talking about, it's one story.
Right. But everybody else builds theirs up; they build theirs out.
So it's
Yeah.
it's like the height of this room, but you still have
Maybe
full
there's-
barrel.
it's like a shop.
2-story house. Yeah.
Like a two-story house.
So you still have 10 barrels on top of each
I think they were
other?
12 high.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
So-
it's not 6 stories high.
yeah, that's not
Yeah, but
really,
you go to some of those and you walk in and you're looking up and there's 50 barrels straight
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Bardstown.
Well, Jim Beam's pretty
Yeah.
tall, isn't it?
Yeah, all theirs are tall.
Bardstowns are massive,
Mhm.
which in Kentucky there is a height limit they
Yeah.
can have. And Bardstowns are at the max. I think Beams are at the max too.
And then Willet is the other that goes builds out instead of up.
Yeah. But their place is so tiny though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's first moment I was like,
It's a craft distiller.
yeah, but I didn't view them as that till I went there. Now I realized they are a craft distillery.
Until about 5 years ago, all those purple tops were sourced.
Yeah. Well, if they would start, they need something. I think we talked about it on the video. Something in between those
Middle.
purples and all the other crap they're putting out.
Now some of their
So in,
I've had some of their 4-year rye, and it's not bad.
No, the rise, I got no problem with the rise. Their rise, I hadn't bottled it. I like it. It's good.
something about a young rye is much better than a young bourbon. I don't know
Oh,
what
yeah.
it is.
It's just.
I think it has more flavor grain, so it doesn't take as much barrel.
Mhm.
It doesn't take as much barrel influence to make it good.
Yeah.
Because most ryes really aren't aged over about 4 to 5 years anyway.
I'd say the typical 4 to 6.
Yeah.
But old ryes are good too.
That's good.
We'll see how this experiment goes. We'll
Yeah.
keep y'all in the loop. We're gonna leave this one at Wes's
What are
house.
we gonna name this video? I have no idea. Something catchy. Because everybody keys off on. We'll just have to go to another channel who's getting a lot of views on barrels that they're doing like this.
What about like fusion whiskey?
Yeah. I mean, we just
It's
figure out.
fusion barrel
It's fusion
Yeah.
barrel.
or hybrid whiskey, something like that.
Well, we can always.
Benchmark fusion.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know we're not getting paid by Fusion, but we can always give them a shout out.
Yeah. Well, I think I like.
If we get him to send us some extra damn barrels,
Yeah.
Hey, the fact that I didn't have to make this, I'll give him a shout out.
And you only paid how much for this
It
barrel?
was like $129, $149.
Yeah, reach out to them, see if they'll send us a couple more of these Sundays.
Hell yeah. Let's do the video. Well, there we were. Oh, this guy just said handy right off the bat. It's like a hand job. We're not putting our name with them. Or they'll love it and they'll be like, oh, we like it, but these guys. Whoa.
I feel like most bourbon drinkers aren't that sensitive, so
Yeah.
some might want to pretend they are, but they're really not.
Grow up there.
There's some built-in jokes with bourbon. I mean,
I mean, we all, I mean,
you talk about bung holes and years and stuff like
by
that.
the time we all get have enough drinks, we're all thinking the same shit.
I mean, like, what was the best 12-year-old you ever had?
Well, I think it was the video I said, when y'all done with that 12-year-old in your mouth, I'll give you this.
I was like, I told him there was a few years ago, I did a whole series on Knob Creek, and then the thumbnails for the videos, it always said something like, this is a hard 12 knob for your mouth. It was just knob for your mouth for the whole series. But anyway,
Well, another bottle kill. I think that was a success.
hell yeah.
That was good. It was fantastic.
Y'all got anything else?
No, we'll move on to the next one, I guess.
Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, thanks, Chance. This is awesome. This is going to inspire me to get my own little barrel and keep it at the house.
Especially at the price.
I may just make like an infinity barrel and just every time I buy something new, dump it off in there.
I'd like to make like a brand Infinity Barrel, like all Buffalo Trace products or all Turkey products or something like that, you know?
I think you'll eventually come up with something similar. Well, if you do all Buffalo Trace in the same mash bill, I think the end product will be close. It's not going to be exact, but
Yeah.
it's going to have a close flavor
And
profile.
I guess our whole goal here, we're going in at 125 foolproof benchmark. We're trying to make Stag Junior.
That's-
Stag Junior, even Stag Senior.
Yeah.
Yeah, ultimately that's what we
Yeah.
want. We want something high proof that really tastes good.
That's full flavor.
I think in this application, you can probably leave it in here for a year plus 2 years.
That's my hope. I'm,
Yeah.
I'm hoping we get that longer age on it because unfortunately, like I think we have to pull out of those smaller barrels before we want to age-wise
Yeah.
because of the tannic level of them.
Yeah, they do start getting oaky quick.
Now going forward, are you going to take, say, maybe like 50 ml samples out of it, like at 4 months, at
Be a
8
good
months?
idea. Little
We
2
should-
ounces.
I would-
we still got them, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
And then we
Can you handle that?
Yeah, we can prepare them, yeah.
You're going to leave it here?
Yeah, we'll put it in the garage.
Wes gonna call me, man, I don't know what's up with that barrel. It don't have no wood chip. 50% evaporation.
But
That's
Yeah,
No,
That's
I
a slurp.
I will control myself because I have my barrel that I can drink in.
Okay.
And I've decided what I'm going to do with my barrel because it's just I'm just going to continue. Just going to continue adding
Yeah.
to it and just
What do they call it? Solera aging?
Yeah.
I'm just going to drink on it and just keep it rolling.
All right.
Glenfiddich actually has a Solera vatted Solera where they'll release like a 15-year,
I
and
think
it's pretty.
in
fucking-
Castle and Keys Solera?
I don't know. Maybe.
Are they?
I think Castle and Keys Solera.
Are they? I didn't know they were.
Yeah, I think like every 4 months, pull off a sample,
Yeah,
or at
they-
least we can do a tasting video and pull off a sample of it and just set it on the
I
shelf
like that
and then
idea.
just.
And you can look at the color difference too.
Oh
I
yeah,
pull it off every month.
I pull it off every week.
Let's go monthly.
Sometimes twice a week.
2 ounces adds up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we do one more sample bottle, that's 24 ounces.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what one bottle out in a year.
Mhm.
So.
I think that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Like the video, subscribe, share with your friends, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks again, Chance. This is an awesome idea.
Don't drink and drive.
Yeah, like always, guys. Drink some whiskey, share it with your friends and family. Be safe, don't drink and drive. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Motherfucker.
I think it's gonna work.